Start the recording so people can watch after. Okay, so I just wanted to recap this little training for you guys that I did. Again, it was Sam from the Retail Marketing Academy, and she is not affiliated with Facebook at all. So I thought that was a really a way to validate her training. She didn't get paid by Facebook, so it was totally an objective opinion and objective research that she did. So nothing was biasing her information. So I thought this was great. So Facebook, as you guys all know, a couple different changes happened. I believe she said in 2012 and then again in 2018. This is really important because Facebook is where most of us do majority of our business. So I wanted to share what I learned with you guys in a condensed version because the webinar is an hour and 20 minutes, I think. So if you want to see the whole thing, I can make that accessible to you, but I'm just going to kind of go over some main points. First of all, our consumers. So anybody that we're selling to, the whole webinar, basically the theme of the webinar and why Facebook had these changes put into place is that our consumers are looking when they did some research and asked what they wanted for a more personalized, nurturing relationship with people that they are spending money with, which is us. So that's why I found that very interesting, because if you have been watching or reading the news, and I went to the mall the other day and so many big stores have closed down, and it's insane. And I think it's because our consumers they're shopping more with small business owners and smaller boutiques because they get better service. They feel like, you know, they matter, that their business matters. And so that's huge. We want our customers to feel that way with us, that we're nurturing them and that we have this more personalized shopping experience for them. So that was the first thing. And that just, you know, touches back to everything we say about, you know, making your packaging stand out, or having like some kind of an icon for your brand, or just adding some little personal touch and then checking back in with your customers. If you know someone is like the glitter freak and a new shade comes out that's a really cute glitter, tag that person or send them a message ahead of time. Just making them feel like they matter to you and your business. So they talked about Facebook reach, and I know we've done other posts about this before. But she gave some great tips for getting your reach out. And what that means, if you're not familiar, is when you post onto your Facebook or business page or even personal page, how many people are actually fed that notification. So it pops up in your application that you posted. Most of the time, only, what was the statistic? Oh, 1.6 to 2% of people in your group or on your business page or that you're friends with actually see your post. So I want you to think about that if you have a smaller group, because if you had 100 people in your group, 100's a pretty nice size, you know, it's 100 people. That means like 2 of those people are going to get your notification initially. Not good. So when we're trying to do our business on Facebook and we're not seeing people interacting with our posts and we're saying everything is dead, that's probably why. And so here are some tips she gave, and I'm going to kind of intertwine these with my 2 cents on what I think about them and how it kind of applies to us. So people really, the posts that are getting pushed are posts from family and friends. So if you're comfortable with, sorry, my kids are going to make a debut in the video. I'm on a video right now for work. Ask John if you guys need something. Sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. We have a neighbor over too. Oh, friend requesting. If you have good customers, you know, allowing them to friend request you, if you're okay with that. I basically just try to remember that I am kind of, my business deals with networking, and I'm not going to get too personal on my personal page. I just kind of keep it all, anything I want my customers to see, I'll post. If I don't want them to see it, then I probably wouldn't post it, or I could take the extra steps to block them from seeing it if I wanted to, but I just don't post anything I don't think anybody would be able to see. So anyway, if you're a friend, an actual friend with somebody, and you post in your group even, they're going to be more inclined to see it than people you're not friends with in the group. So that was that. There's preference to video posts, and this was so fascinating, and why, and it came like at the perfect time when I'm doing, I don't know if you've noticed, 21-day video challenge. Facebook gives preference to video. So when you see when you go onto your news feed and you see people going or that are live right away, that's because Facebook bumps those up to the top. Also, the preference is that the video is at least 90 seconds and you're getting people to see at least half of it, to stay on the video for at least half of the length of your video. So that means if you're on there for 10 minutes and most of your audience is tuning out at minute 2, Facebook is not going to give that as many algorithm points to push into people's newsfeed. So try to keep them not super duper duper long where people are not going to watch the whole thing, but also more than just a quick random, I'm hopping on here for 5 seconds. But anything video is better than not. They said that authentic posts, so things that basically have content that you have made, things that you're typing about yourself, more personal, is kind of what I got from this, and timely posts, so things that have to do with current events. One that reminded me of this was I saw a lot of people talking about how it was National Ice Cream Day the other day. That's great. That's like a timely event. It's something that was that day. And so Facebook likes those. They like our audiences to see that, we're up with current events. They want that in the news feeds. But try to make your posts authentic as well. A lot of you do a great job. And by personal, I don't mean you're telling everything, but let your audience kind of get to know you. I feel like that's one of the biggest hindrances and one of the biggest things that in direct sales we see is people just pushing advertisements to buy things and advertising to buy things all the time. And that isn't really serving what our consumers want, which is that more nurturing, personalized shopping experience. They don't want to just see our prices and advertisements all the time. They want to learn about us and us to learn about them in return. So crazy. They said that the first 30 to 45, people spend about 30 to 45 seconds engaging on a post total. And they said to try to keep people on your posts for as long as you can by not offering outbound links. That means your shopping link. So I would say put your shopping link in the comments for sure, not in the original post. But if you can keep people on the post. So example, Tiffany, her post today that she did was the perfect example of this. People are, over 1,000 comments. And yes, they're not buying, but guess what that's doing? It's upping her algorithm score. So explain what you did.
You better bet I'm going to make a post tonight to sell something.
Yep. Yeah, so what did your post say?
It's basically this game where each person has to post a number and they have to get all the way to 50. If someone repeats a number or skips a number, then we have to start back over to 1. That you can't comment more than twice in a row.
Yes, and so I think Susan, maybe you did it too, something like that too. Anyway, so the other day I tried something new because I learned this tip. I did a post kind of like that at the beginning before I did my wall drop sale. I did comment color and keep commenting color as many times as you want until I say street. And when I say street, the person right before that would win a prize or whatever. Well, I did that so that the more people that are spending time on my page and my post is getting my algorithm bumped up, so that when I started to post my nail strips, Facebook was going to push that notification to more people. And I did have first-time shoppers on that. I think only 2 people, 2 or 3 people were repeat shoppers. So they were all first-time shoppers, which was a shock to me. I don't know where they've been. I've never seen their names pop up on my page ever before. So that was interesting to me because they were spending time there on the page. The other thing that I tried with that is I actually did a wall drop sale instead of an album sale. And I've seen several people do this before, but I personally have never tried it. Just another way to sell your stock. I put just a header for solids, a header for glitter, a header for nail art, and a header for French manicure on my wall, and explain the pricing and everything. And then in the comments, I showed pictures on hands of all the strips that I had available, and they commented right there. It kept people from getting lost going to the albums. All they had to do was click view comments, and it was great. I think I sold like 29 or 32, something like that, strips in one day. Just quick, easy, done. So anyway, keep people engaged and spending more, actually more time, not just liking your post, actually spending time crafting a response, going back and responding more than one time. The more time people are spending on your page, Facebook likes that because that's where they want people to be. They want people to be on Facebook. So it ups your score. They said that if you have contests or giveaways, using that language is not great. It is going to bring your score down because it looks like you are doing something other than authentic. Basically, you're fishing for a sale. So they suggested that you do contests, major contests and giveaways on your business page. I don't know how as an advertisement, like you actually pay for an advertisement. And I don't know how I feel about that yet. And the advertisement part is the part that I'm still looking into. Amber and I have a Zoom that we're going to schedule at the beginning of next week to kind of talk through what we want to try with that. But that's just what she said. She said, I think here, I already talked about video that Facebook Lives go in the first 5 of the 50 notifications that your friends are getting. So right at the top, be engaging right from the beginning, they said, of a Facebook Live, so that if you are live, let's say on your business page, which is public, if someone hops on, you're always being engaging in the video and they're not like bored and hop off right away. They said, she said that posting on your business page and clicking on a target audience is a great idea. I'm not good at my business page. I will tell you that right now. But the business page is kind of like your public forum where you can advertise and get new eyes to try and visit your group. So she had asked me a question today. She said she got a lot of traffic on one of her Facebook posts. It had on her business page, it had 700 views, but she didn't have anybody join her group from or shop. So I suggested if she's getting that kind of engagement on her business page, that she do something to draw them into her Facebook group. Maybe they won't shop right away, but so she could say something like, click the shop now button and find the giveaway post to be entered to win blank. You could just run like a 2-day advertisement like that so that people that are joining your group will then go and find it and comment and you'll be able to identify them. Let's see. She says that you should schedule posts directly through Facebook if you're scheduling your posts. I know that we don't really use any other third-party schedulers for the most part. So just make sure you're continuing to just use Facebook to schedule your posts. No outbound links. She says if you're doing a video, don't post the YouTube link to the video. Post the actual video. So if you recorded it with your phone, if it's not live, put the actual video right on Facebook, not the link to the video. I know we have to put our shopping links on there. I know we have web-based shopping. Just try to put it in the comments and make your posts up for that a lot more authentic. Content that encourages interaction. So people are on Facebook because they want to seem like they're funny. They want to seem like they're motivational. They want to seem like they're in the know. And this is all human subconscious. So your posts, if you're asking for a response, should be something that allows them the chance to easily do that. So the posts that have like post your favorite meme or post your favorite GIF, the reason so many people respond to those is they can find funny ones that are already made. And maybe they're not a funny person, but they look funny. And so for a second, if somebody's laughing or writing LOL on theirs, they feel all good. So keep those kind of posts coming. Do not pay money to boost your Facebook posts. You know how Facebook comes up and says, this post is acting more than blah, blah, blah. Boost it for $10. Don't do that. It's a waste of money. She said that Facebook advertisements are the way to go. And so this is the one I want to investigate a little more before I, urge you. I know a lot of you do this as a hobby, so spending extra money on things like an advertisement is probably not going to happen right away. But she says it's a game changer, that paying for Facebook ads and getting your target audience, it's like paying for leads that are warm, that are interested in your product. So you would basically be able to fish your Facebook advertisement out to people that have similar likes that people that typically like your product would. So you could click like people that are also interested in Stella and Dot or LuLaRoe or whatever you think might connect with people that like nail polish. And she said that helps you identify your customer, and then it helps you find them, and then you need to get the message to them that they need to shop with you. So we're going to be looking more into that part, but I thought it was super fascinating that she doesn't work for Facebook, and she said that is what we need to be spending our money on, Facebook advertising, that it's going to get you the most bang for your buck to spend your money there. She also said that you should not try to master every single social platform. Pick one or two, and the fastest growing are Facebook and Instagram. Well, Facebook is where, I don't remember, let me see if I have the statistic. How many people was it? Oh, 62% of people are on Facebook. 12% on Pinterest, 11% Twitter, 9% Instagram, but Instagram is the fastest growing. So she said, don't try to master every single thing because you won't be good at any of them. Become a master at one or two. So Facebook and Instagram is clearly the way to go because 62% of people are on there, and they are looking at, their goal is to find information about how they're going to spend their money and information about building businesses. That's like one of the biggest reasons why when they did a study to see why people are on Facebook, and then also to interact and have people, get information and feel funny and motivating and blah, blah, blah. So it's all those things. It's a social thing, but it's also an informational thing and a way to find out how they want to spend your money. We want them to spend it with you. So that's it in a nutshell for that specific webinar. I will try to see how I can make it available to you, the recording, if you want to watch the whole thing. If you have an hour and 15 minutes, it's really wonderful. I would highly suggest it. It just made a lot of things click for me. So yeah, I know one of our hardest roadblocks is finding people to shop with us and finding people to interact. So I thought it was great that she was giving some tips about what we should not be putting in our posts and how to kind of bring some new people in. So I'll go ahead and I'm gonna pause this part, and then I'll let you guys ask questions if you have questions about just anything in general that's going on. It could be conference, it could be, I don't know, whatever you want if you have questions.